welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. I am Banjo Ben, your host here on the website that teaches you how to play guitar, banjo, and this week is Mandolin week. I've already done I Am a Pilgrim on guitar and banjo. I hadn't done it on mandolin yet, and I'd had lots of requests to do that. You know, one of my guitar lessons was a tribute to Clarence White. We kind of did it Clarence style. What I invite you to do is go to YouTube and just type in I Am a Pilgrim, Clarence White, and watch the video of he and his brother Roland trading off these awesome breaks back and forth. I love Roland's playing so much in that video that I've incorporated some of that style, some of that attitude into this version here. Here in a moment, I'll ask you to come over to the website, BanjoBenClark.com, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube right now. I'll ask you to become a GoPick member, which allows you to watch hundreds of video lessons just like this one. This is about a 30-minute lesson. It'll also let you download all the tabs that I have on the site, as well as the MP3 rhythm tracks. I have 3 different speeds of MP3 rhythm tracks. You can download, have the tabs, practice along, go to my video for help. It's all there for you. Let's jump right into the first measure of I Am a Pilgrim. Let's learn a solo in G on the mandolin for I Am a Pilgrim. Now this is, I'm going to call this an advanced lesson, even though it's not going real fast. We got some triplets and we've got some tremolo and things that can be more on the advanced side, but I think there's going to be something here to apply to everyone. Plus, we're going to talk at the end about how to transpose this solo to different keys. Let's go ahead and throw up the first line of tab there. A couple things I want you to notice. We're in 4/4 time. Also, beneath each one of these notes, I've got the little black arrows that shows my pick direction. We're going slow enough. You can, do whichever ones you want. If there's a note that doesn't have a pick stroke arrow beneath it, it's because we're tremoloing. And of course, we'll be doing alternate picking on that. Now, just a couple things about approach. We've got a kickoff measure here in the first measure that leads into where the melody picks up in measure 2. What's interesting about this progression is that even though it's in the key of G, it starts out on a D chord or a D7. Dum bum 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 bum. Okay. Now I'm thinking melody here. I'm thinking the notes that I want to have. But then the next thing I think about is what harmony notes do I want to have with it. And so a lot of times I can find melody notes on open strings. Those are the notes that I want. But I can't get the harmony notes with those open strings because the harmony notes are located on the same string. Well, what do you do at that point? At that point, you find a different way to play your melody notes so that you can also grab the harmony notes. And that's what we're going to do here in measure 1. The notes that I want are these. So I'm going to find them a different place. I'm going to start up here on the 7th fret of the G string. And I'm going to do that because I want this note for a harmony note. And so we're going to play both of those strings together in the kickoff. And we're going to slide in. I'm going to start on the 4th and 6th fret, play it, and slide into the 5th and 7th. So that's what the measure 1 sounds like. And that just sounds really meaty, sounds really thick. And I like the tone of the mandolin up the neck a little bit. Sounds a lot better than just stouter. Same thing when we get here in measure 2, we're going to start in on the melody. We're over a D chord, but our melody note's this A note. But the harmony that I want is this D note here. So I need to find a different place to get that A note, and I'm going to get it on my 7th fret of the D string here. And I'm going to slide into it. For the first beat, 1, and then on the second beat, I'm going to start tremoloing. And I'm going to tremolo through the rest of that measure. So for 3 beats, and then I'm going to land with a downstroke on the first beat of measure 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And it doesn't matter how fast you go with that tremolo. You can do it slow or as fast as you want. Okay, if you have trouble with the tremolo, you could even do it at an 8th note speed. You could go. Okay, that's just fine too. Just keep that swinging 8th note feel. But when we land there in measure 3, we're done tremoloing, and then we're going to hit a little lick here that's really cool. Second beat sounds like this. And then we're going to a quick 16th note slide up to that B major note. Catch the D up here. And then we've got a triplet to end the measure. So a triplet, these are 8th note triplets here at the end of measure 3. We're going to see them later on. And that's just simply 3 8th notes that we're forcing into a space that normally only has 2. Sounds like this. Okay. triplet-dum. And one thing that I think I did in the recording is the first note of that triplet, you know, is the 7th fret, but I think that I slid really fast down from 8 to 7. And that's just another little ornament that you can throw in there. So measure 3. When we get to measure 4, we're going to play a quarter note, and then I want you to come down to the 3rd note, or 3rd fret, and start your tremolo sliding back into that 5th fret. And then on the 4th beat of measure 4, I want you to slide down and catch some more tremolo on that 3rd fret, and we're going to come back into it. And the reason why we do that is just to kind of keep it interesting, and also we're previewing going to a C chord. So we want to introduce some of the dominant 7th tone into it just to kind of point to where we're going. Let me play measures 1 through 4 a little slower. We'll do it much, much slower later on in the lesson. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we get to measure 5, we're going to end on that downbeat. We've got just a couple 8th notes after that, and then we've got 2 sets of triplets here. So the count goes 1, 2, triplet, triplet, 1.